Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into BlockDAG. It's a crypto project that's been making some serious noise, raised over $315 million. I mean, that's a lot of capital. And with that kind of money comes, well, huge expectations, maybe some red flags too. Is it the real deal or just another big bet? Our mission today, let's peel back the layers. Try to separate fact from fiction, cut through all the hype. We want you to be properly informed.
Yeah, it's really important, especially now. You have to critically look at these new projects like BlockDAG, particularly when they talk about different tech, different structures, understanding what's actually different and what challenges they might face. It's crucial in this space. It moves so fast.
Exactly. So, okay, what is a BlockDAG? Fundamentally, how is it different from, say, a regular blockchain like Ethereum or Solana? We're going to dig into the people first, the team. Then we'll scrutinize the tech, the security claims. We'll look at their roadmap, where they say they're headed. Pretty ambitious stuff. And that big $100 million airdrop everyone's talking about, what does that really mean for the project? The goal here is to give you the facts. Let's see what actually stands out. All right, let's start with the team. The sources we looked at, they really hype up the credentials. Veterans from Ethereum, Solana. They're doxed, KYC verified. Now, on paper, that sounds great, right? Almost perfect, but we've seen big names stumble in crypto before. What specifically about this team gives you maybe some confidence or perhaps raises a bit of caution beyond just where they worked before?
Well, look, being doxed and KYC'd, especially with folks from those big ecosystems, it's not just checking a box. You know, it kind of hints they're ready to deal with regulations, put their names out there, the reputations are on the line. It suggests they're bringing maybe real experience in building community trust. And that's huge in a space filled with anonymous teams. It's a differentiator. Okay,
so if the team aims to build trust, the next logical step is, can we trust the actual technology? BlockDAG's had security audits, Ascertic SolidProof. Both came back clean, apparently, but the sources also mentioned they're still waiting on ISO certification. What's the deal with that? Does that pending status matter much?
Clean audits are definitely a good sign. Excellent, even. But yeah, that pending ISO certification, it means they haven't quite hit that global standard for quality and security management yet. For a project that wants, wide adoption, maybe enterprise use, getting that ISO stamp would be a really big deal, a major validation. It's like the difference between saying you're secure and having that official international nod that says you operate consistently at a recognized level.
Right, okay. And with that security piece in mind, can they actually get people using it? That's the big hurdle. Sources point to strong exchange listings, which helps adoption, but they also mention unconfirmed enterprise partnerships. How seriously should we take those unconfirmed partnerships? Are they just noise for now?
Well, the exchange listings, absolutely vital. Needs liquidity, accessibility. That's table stakes, really. But those unconfirmed enterprise partnerships, that's the real test, isn't it? For actual mass adoption. If you don't have solid, verifiable proof that companies are using the tech, it's still just potential, just a promise. I mean, think about it. Every major blockchain breakthrough came when some big traditional player actually integrated the tech, not just listed the coin. That's the gap between speculation and real utility.
Makes sense. Okay, speaking of the tech itself, BlockDAG claims 15,000 transactions per second. That's a really big number. Sounds impressive on paper. Almost too good to be true, like building a superhighway that's always empty. The question is, can it handle real traffic consistently without, falling over?
Yeah.
How does that stack up against something like Solana, which is known for speed? And what are the potential trade-offs for that kind of throughput?
Claiming 15,000 TPS definitely puts them in the high-performance league, ambition-wise. Solana is known for high throughput, so BlockDAG is clearly aiming for that scalability niche. The challenge, though, and this is common for any high TPS chain, is maintaining that speed under real network stress, day-to-day usage, and doing it without sacrificing decentralization or security. That's usually the balancing act, right? Those trade-offs need very careful management.
Okay, and their roadmap, it's pretty packed. Mainnet launched this year, 2024, an EVM upgrade too. Then 2025, they're planning a payment card, DAO governance. It shows a big vision, for sure. But does it also scream execution risk? Is it maybe too ambitious?
An ambitious roadmap, yeah, it signals vision.
Yeah.
Long-term commitment. That's generally positive, encouraging. The EVM upgrade is particularly interesting. That opens doors to the whole Ethereum ecosystem, developers, apps. Lots of possibilities there. And the payment card, the DAO governance. That points towards broader usability and decentralized control down the line. But yeah, executing all that, it's a massive undertaking, huge challenges.
Yeah.
Depends on steady development, keeping the community engaged, adapting to a market that changes constantly. It's a tall order.
Now, something that definitely caught my eye, and probably yours too, that $100 million airdrop. On one hand, wow. Huge publicity splash, gets tokens into lots of hands, great for distribution maybe. On the other hand, doesn't that just set them up for a massive dump, a sell the news event? What are the real tokenomic implications here, good and bad?
A big airdrop like that, it absolutely creates buzz, gets tokens distributed widely. That helps with initial decentralization, awareness, all good things. However, it can also bring significant selling pressure. If everyone who gets free tokens just turns around and sells immediately, well, that's not great for the price. It's definitely a double-edged sword. Needs really careful tokenomics planning to avoid huge volatility and maintain some long-term value. So yeah, BlockDAG it's certainly an interesting case study in the crypto world right now. You've got what looks like a strong team, these clean security audits, this very ambitious forward-looking roadmap. It really shows how a project tries to tackle key things the market wants, like scalability and trust. Try to gain traction. It's kind of a barometer, really, for how new tech tries to mix innovation with achieving more mainstream acceptance.
Indeed. BlockDAG is definitely one to keep an eye on, no question. So, given everything we've unpacked, the huge funding, the tech claims, that ambitious roadmap, the massive airdrop, what does it all really mean for BlockDAG's future, its long-term potential? And maybe more importantly, what questions does this raise for you about where projects like this fit into the future of decentralized finance? We've tried to cut through the noise, give you the facts, something to think about. Until next time, keep exploring.